Namaste. Okay, today I'm reading Garuda Purana, chapter 4. Okay, here we go. Namaste. Let me just see how long. 64. Ata Chaturtotyayaha. Garuda Uvacha Gailgacha Chananti Mahamalge Paitaranuyam Patananti Kaiha Papailnarake Yananti Taname Kataya Keshava Shri Bhagavanuvāca Sadaiva Kalmanirataha Shubhakalma Parangamukhaha Narakam Yananti Tuhakam Payama Dharmaraja Pure Yananti Tripildeva Raisutu Taimikaha Sutu Takushui no Dvaramalga Takushui no Dvaramalge noiva Prajananti Tat Asuminen Naba Maha Tuhake Malge Paitaranui Nadi Tatra Ye Pino Yananti Danaham Gatayami Te Brahmakna Shija Surapa Shija Kokna Balakatakaha Sutri Kati Kalpapati Ja Ye Ja Prajachananapa Binaha Ye Harananti Guruldravyam Devadravyam Devijasya Pa Sutri Dravyaharino Ye Ja Baladravyahara Shicha Ye Ye Ranam Na Parayach Chananti Ye Pai Nyasa Paharakaha Vishiva Sakhataka Ye Ja Savishanana Marakaha Doshagrahi Gunashilaki Gunabatasu Samatasaraha Nijanuragino Mutaha Satasamgati Parangamukhaha Dilta Sajajana Satakaima Gurudeva Vininandikaha Dilta Sajajana Satakaima Gurudeva Vininandikaha Dilta Sajajana Satakaima Gurudeva Vininandikaha Purana Devami Mamsa Purana Devami Mamsa Nyaya Devanantadu Shakaha One more. Purana Devami Mamsa Nyaya Devanantadu Shakaha Haishwitam Duhakitam Drishetavan Haishwite Duhakada Yakaha Dushetavan Gyasya 巴格当罗都是的จิต当是将也萨当나 시르는 바는디 히땀 방아기암 샤스트라발담 가다피나 아드마 삼파비타흐 스타브타흐 무트흐 바두이타마니나흐 에테 짱니에 짱 바하바흐 바비시트 달마발지땅흐 같이 차는 띠 야마말게 히 로다마나 디바니샤무 야마두 다이스타 두여마나 야는 띠 바이타라누임 프라티 다시얌 빠따는 띠예 빠빠스타나함 가타야미트 마따람 예바마니아는데 빗따람 구루메바짱 아짱리암 짱비 부지안짱 다시암 마주자는디 때 나라흐 바티브라탐 사투시람 굴리남 비나야는 비탐 스트리암 디아자는 띠예 드베셔 드바이따라노염 빠따는 띠때 사탐 구노사하스트레슈 도셔나로빠야는 띠예 데시바바지냠 자 꿀바는 띠 바이따라노염 빠따는 띠때 브라흐마노야 브라티슈루티야 야탈탐 나 다다티 야흐 아후야 나스티 요 부루야 뜻다열반 부루야 뜻다열반 사실 부루야 뜻다열반 사실장 삼타따무 스바얌 따뜻다 빠할다 자 다남 따뜻바 누타 바카흐 바라버르트 하라시짜이바 다네 따뜻대 비나 니바라카흐 sorry 야지냐 비트밤 사카시짜이바 가타 방음가 까라시짜 가타 방음가 까라시짜 야흐 구슈와트라시마 하라시짜이바 야시짜 요가라 까셔까흐 브라흐마노 아사비크라땅 야디 시아드 브르셜리 바티흐 베도크타야 지냐 다니아트라 스바트말탐 바슈마라카흐 브라흐마 깔마파리 프르셔트 브라흐마 깔마파리 프라셔투 마음사 포크땅 자 마디아파흐 우즈처랑은 칼라 우즈처랑은 칼라스바 파보 야흐 샹스트라티아야 발지따흐 Print is cut off. So now I must rely on the digital copy. Veda Gusharam Batuet Chudrah Gabilam Yah Bayah Bibet Tara Yed Brahma Sudram Cha Pabedvan Brahmanui Batih Raja Pariya Pilashui Cha Paradara Baharakah Kanyayam Kamukashicaiva Satinam Dushakashicha Yah Et Janye Cha Bahavo Nishwid Ta Cha Nishwid Ta Chara Nishwid Ta Chara No Nishwid Ta Chara Not Suka He Nishwid Ta Chara Not Suka He Bihitatia Gino Mudha Paitara Nuyam Patananti Tep Saibam Maigamati Gramya Yananti Pa Yamalaye Bonaria Majinya Bonaria Majinyaya Gatia Tu Tasitasyam Kushui Pananti Dan Yang Pai Turam Tara Salva Taure Yanam Kaga Tipa Atasitasyam Prakushui Pananti Baitara Nuyam Ja Papinaha Garushano Gauriadi no Tatatan Nultavade Hakriya Guratan Dasyam Pugatavan Mahad Tuhakam Yananti Prakusham Tatwo de Pabama Gutasa Kushuya Parada Taraha Guta Taima Parayanoha Chalenal Jana Samsat Gata Shijai Jauria Puratitya Chalenal Jana Samsat Gata Shijauria Puratitya Jang Jivinaha Chedayanan Diati Purakusham Shijang Panaramabi Panjakaha Pratam Tiltam Parityajiam Pitava Shilana Shakaha Paltaram Dushayananari Param Manasi Tarayat Ityadiyah Sharmali Burakushwe Punjate Bahuta Donam Donat Patitan Dutah Kushwi Pananti Narakeshu Dan Patananti Teshu Ye Papa Satanaham Kathayami Te Nasatikan Pinanamariya Dah Kadariya Bishayat Makah Namampika Shijang Gurutakna Shijang Te Pai Narakagamina Gopanam Tadoganam Papinam Devasadmanam Paraja Guruhanam Patata Rasate Vai Narakagamina Bisurujya Shinananti Ye Taranan Chunan 프르디암 스타탕 다란 치출 다란 치슌 다란 치슌은 프르디암 스타탕 구루는 우트스르지양 삐뚤어다바지암 떼바이 나라카가미나흐 샴쿠피흐 사투피흐 까시터이흐 빠셔너이흐 까는떡가이스타탕 예 말가무 빠루는 하는띠 떼바이 나라카가미나흐 시밤 하리 수리암 가누에샴 사두구름 무타무 나 보자야는띠 예 마는다스때 바이 나라카가미나흐 아로피야 따심 샤야네 비프로 가즈체다 톳가티무 가즈체다 토가티무 브라장 무트파디양 슈드라얌 브라흐마누여 데바 히야테 나 나마스카라 요기요 히사 가다피 드비자 타마흐 땀 부자야는띠 디예 무터스테 바이 나라카가미나흐 브라흐마노 난짱 깔라함 고유드탐 깔라하프리야흐 나 발자는 띠아누모다든 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 아나니아 샤라너스트리 너 무르투카 라비아티크라마맘 마무 아나니아 샤라너스트리 너 무르투카 라비아티크라마무 예 브라꿀바는띠 드비드베 셔드때 바이 나라카가미나흐 야삐 까츠차는띠 까마는 타 나림 라자스발라무 발바스바푸수 디방 시라드테 바이 나라카가미나흐 예 샤리람 말람 많은 해오 브라쿠슈이 빠는띠 잘레피짱 아람의 파티 고시투에 방에 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 샤스트라놈 예자 갈따라흐 샤라놈 다누슈음 따탕에 비크레따라시짱 예 대슈음 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 짤마 비크라이노 바이시아흐 실라 비크라이카흐 스트리아흐 비셔 비크라이너흐 살베테 바이 나라카가미나흐 아나탐 나누카문 판티 예 사탕 드베셔카라카흐 비나파라탐 다룬두여는띠 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 아샤야 사마누 브라브타는 브라흐마노 날티노 그로헤 나 보자야는띠 바게피 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 살바푸 때 시바비시바스타 스타탕 살바푸 때 시바비시바스타스 살바푸 때 시바비시바스타 스타탕 대슈 살바푸 때 시바비시바스타 살바푸 때 시바비시바스타 스타탕 대슈 비닐다야흐 살바푸 대슈 지흐마에 예때 바이 나라카가미나흐 니야마는 사무바다야 예 반짜다 바시짜다 지때는 드리야흐 비글라 바야는 띠 따는 부야스때 바이 나라카가미나흐 아티아트마 비디야다 따람 나이바 마니아는 띠예 구루무 따탕 부라나 바크따람 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 미트라드로 하카라 예짱 뿌리띠츠 뿌리띠츠 체다카라 시짱 예 샤츠 체다 샤츠 체다카라 예짱 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 비방함 대바양 드람 짱 딜테 살타는 빌루분 빠띠 살타는 빌루문 빠띠 사 바세는 나라께 고래 따스마는 나 발단남 따스마는 나 발단남 뿌나흐 아그님 다디아는 마하바비 그르해 그라메 따탕알 빠네 사 니또 야마두 다이시짱 바흐니 꾸는 누에슈 빠찌아테 아그니나 다그타가 드로사오 야당 차양 브라양 짜테 니야테 짜 따당 두타이라 시파트라 바나는 따레 두타이라 시파트라 바나는 따레 카드가티 그슈 너이시짱 너이시짱 카드가티 그슈 너이시짱 너이시짱 따뜻 빠뜨라이가 뜨라츠 체도 따뜻 빠뜨라이가 뜨라츠 체도 야당 바베트 따도쭈흐 시 달라츠 차에 수칸 있는 드람 구르시바 포 바니얌 바두미츠 차는 바이 들으셜도 야디 야 짜떼 바날탐 달라마투 마티우시넘 달라마티우시넘 다당 두다이흐 브라디야떼 비야당 부지야당 바나마는 나무 주다스다티 바나마는 나무 주스다데티 바나마는 나무 주스다데티 때 비다마드레너 데나이바 나그타는 드라 니빠따는 띠때 까탄체트 보나루트 타야 브랄라빠는 띠 사디나바트 비바샹 우즈체바 사는 따시짱 때 바쿠투마피 나샤까느 이티에밤 바후샤스땅 구슈여 야따나흐 바비남 스무르따흐 기메타이 비스타라트 브로크타이흐 살바샤스 트레슈 파슈이타이흐 에밤 바이 글레시아마나스테 나라흐 나리아흐 사스트라샤흐 받지 않은데 나라께 고래 야바다 부달 삼은 플라바무 야바다 부다 삼은 플라바무 다시야 구쇼얌 팔람 그르트방 다트라이 보트 바디아테 뿌나흐 냐양 진야양 마힘 브라비양 파바는티 스타바라다야흐 브러크셔구를 말랐다 브러크셔구를 말랐다 바르리 기라샤샤샤짱 브러크셔구를 말랐다 바르리 기라야샤짱 드르너니짱 스타바라 이티 비키야땅 마하모하사마 버르땅 마하모하사마 버르땅 기뚜 실장 바샤바 실장 이방 바쿠슈이너 실장 잘레짜라흐 자투라시 딜라쿠슈에슈 까티땅 데바요나야흐 에땅흐 살방흐 파리프라미야 따또 야는티 마누슈야땅 마누슈에피 시바빵 게슈 짱야는테 나라카 가땅흐 따트랑아피 빠빠치는 하이스테 바바는티 바후두어 키땅흐 바후두어 키땅흐 갈라투 구슈터 시장 자는마는 탕 마하로가 사마굴랑흐 바바는티 에밤 나랑 나리아흐 빠빠지흐 노팔라쿠슈이땅흐 이티 시리 가루더 पुराणुए सारोद थारे नरका prada papa chihna nirupanam nama chatultotyayah. Okay, that wasn't so bad. 64 verses and 27 minutes. Uh, 664 shlokas. Sorry, not verses. One shloka is made up of 2 verses, once again. Okay, I'm gonna read the translation really quickly, and then I'll take a break. Okay, chapter 4, on account of the kinds of sins which lead to hell. Garuda said, for what sins do they go on that great way? Why do they fall into the Vaitaranui? Why do they go to hell? Tell me this, O Keshava. The Blessed Lord said, those who always delight in wrong deeds, who turn away from good deeds, go from hell to hell, from misery to misery, from fear to fear. The righteous go into the city of the King of Justice by 3 gateways, but the sinful go into it only by the road of the southern gate. The Vaitaranui river is only on this very miserable way. I will tell you who the sinners are who go by it. Slayers of Brahmins, drinkers of intoxicants, slayers of cows and panticides, murderers of women, destroyers of the embryo, and those who commit secret sins, those who steal the wealth of the teacher, the property of the temple, or of the twice-born, those who take away the possessions of women, and those who steal the possessions of children, those who do not repay their debts, those who misappropriate deposits, those who betray confidence, and those who kill with poisonous foods, those who seize upon the fault and depreciate the merit, who are jealous of those who have merit, who are attached to the wicked, who are foolish, who turn away from the company of the good, those who despise places of pilgrimage, good men, good actions, teachers, and shining ones, those who disparage the Puranas, the Vedas, the Mimamsa, the Nyaya, and the Vedanta, Those who are elated at seeing the miserable, who try to make the happy wretched, who speak evil words and are always evil-minded. Those who do not listen to good counsel, nor even to the word of the Shahasatras, who are self-satisfied, who are unbending, who are foolish, who think themselves learned. These and many others, very simple, devoid of righteousness, certainly go on the way of Yama, weeping day and night. Beaten by the messengers of Yama, they go towards the Vaitaranui, and will tell you what sinners fall into it. Those who dishonor their mothers, fathers, teachers, and preceptors and the reverend, these men sink in it. Those who wickedly abandon their wives, faithful, of good qualities, of noble birth, and modest, fall into the Vaitaranui. Those who ascribe evil to the good, possessed of thousands of merits, and treat them disrespectfully, fall into the Vaitaranui. Who do not fulfill promises made to Brahmins, and who, having called them, says there's nothing for you. Of these two, the stay is continued. Who takes away what he gave, who repents of his gifts, who takes away another's livelihood, who hinders others making gifts, who obstructs sacrifices, who prevents the telling of stories, who removes field boundaries, who plows up pastures, the Brahmin who sells liquors and consorts with the low-caste woman, who kills animals for his own gratification, not for the prescribed sacrifices of the Vedas, who has put aside his Brahmanic duties, who eats flesh and drinks liquor, who is of unbridled nature, who does not study the Shasatras, the Shudras, who studies the letter of the Vedas, who drinks the milk of the tawny cow, who wears the sacred thread or consorts with Brahmin women, who covets the king's wife, who abducts others' wives, who is lustful towards virgins, and who slanders virtuous women. These and many other fools, fond of treading forbidden paths and abandoning prescribed duties, fall into the Vaitaranui. Having come all along the path, the sinful reach the abode of Yama, and having come by command of Yama, the messengers hurl them into that river again. The king of birds, they then hurl those sinners into the Vaitaranui, which is the foremost among hells. Who did not make gifts of black cows, nor perform the ceremonies for those who are in the upper body, having suffered the great misery in it, go to the tree standing on its bank. Who give false witness, who perform false duties, who earn by cheating, and who gain a livelihood by thieving, who cut down and destroy big trees, gardens, and forests, who neglect vows and pilgrimages, who destroy the chastity of widows. The woman who despises her husband and thinks about another, such and others at the silk cotton tree experience much beating. Those who fall down through being beaten, the messengers cast into hells. I will tell you about the sinful who fall into them. Deniers, those who break the laws of morality, the avaricious, those attached to sense objects, hypocrites, the ungrateful, these certainly go to hell. Those who destroy wells, tanks, ponds, shrines, or people's houses, these certainly go to hell. Those who eat having neglected their wives, children, servants, and teachers, and having neglected the offerings to the forefathers and the shining ones, these certainly go to hell. Those who obstruct roads with posts, with mounds, with timber, with stones, or with thorns, these certainly go to hell. Those who, self-indulgent, do not worship Shiva, Hari, Surya, Ganesha, the wise, and the good teachers, these certainly go to hell. The Brahman Muni, who places a harlot on his bed, goes to a low condition, begetting offspring of a Shudra woman. He is certainly degraded from the Brahmin rank. That wretched twice born, is not worthy of salutation at any time. Those fools who worship him certainly go to hell. Those who are fond of quarrels do not give up causing dissension among Brahmins and cow fights, but delight in them. They certainly go to hell. Those who, through malignity, commit transgression at the time of conception, with women who have no other refuge, these certainly go to hell. Those men who, blinded by passion, consort with women in the monthly courses, on the 4 days of lunar change, in the daytime in water, on Shradha occasions, these certainly go to hell. Those who throw their bodily refuge into fire, into water, in a garden, in a road, or in a cow pen, these certainly go to hell. Those who are makers of swords and of bows and arrows, and those who are sellers of them, these certainly go to hell. Vaishyas, who are dealers in skins, women who sell their hair, those who sell poisons, all these certainly go to hell. Those who do not compassionate the helpless, who hate the good, who punish the guiltless, these certainly go to hell. Those who do not feed the Brahman guests, who have come full of hope to the house, even though food is cooked, these certainly go to hell. Those who are suspicious of all creatures, and who are cruel to them, those who deceive all creatures, these certainly go to hell. Those who assume observances, and afterwards, with senses uncontrolled, cast them away again, these certainly go to hell. Those who do not respect the teacher who imparts the knowledge of the Supreme Self, and the tellers of the Puranas, these certainly go to hell. Those who betray their friends, those who cut short friendship, and those who destroy hopes, these certainly go to hell. He who interferes with marriage, processions of the Shining Ones, or bands of pilgrims, dwells in a dreadful hell from which here is no return. The very sinful man who sets fire to a house, a village, or a wood is captured by the messengers of Yama and baked in pits of fire. When his limbs are burnt with fire, he begs for a shady place, and then is led by the messengers into the forest of sword-like leaves. When his limbs are cut by its leaves, sharp as swords, then they say, "Aha, sleep comfortably in this cool shade." When, afflicted with thirst, he begs for water to drink, then the messengers give him boiling oil to drink. Then they say, "Drink this liquid and eat this food." As soon as he drinks it, he falls down, burning inside. Getting up again somehow, he wails piteously. Powerless and breathless, he is unable even to speak. Thus it is declared, O Dhargoshriya, that there are many torments for the sinful. Why should I explain them fully when they are spoken of in all the Shastras? Being tortured thus, men and women by thousands are baked in dreadful hells until the coming of the deluge. Having eaten there their undecaying fruits, they are born again. By order of Yama, they return to the earth and become unmoving and other creatures. Trees, bushes, plants, creepers, rocks, and grasses, these are spoken of as unmoving, enveloped in great delusion. Insects, birds, animals, and fish, it is said that there are 8,400,000 of fates of birth fates. All these evolve thence into the human condition. Having come back from hell, they are born in the human kingdom amongst low outcasts, and even there, by the stains of sin, become very miserable. Thus they become men and women oozing with leprosy, born blind, infested with grievous maladies, and bearing the marks of sin. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break. In about an hour and 40 minutes from now. So that's 1 hour and 40 minutes. So at 1 hour and 40 minute mark, or no, 2 hour mark, I have to do my Kabbalah prayer. Actually, it's 40 minutes, not 1 hour and 40 minutes. So that's 40 minutes from now, so 80 minutes total, minus 20, 1 hour and 20 minute mark. I have to do my Kabbalah prayer. So this session will be like half an hour extra because I'm doing my Kabbalah prayer. Okay, so I'm taking a break right now. I'm gonna do Bhagavata right after this. Let me read you today's headlines. That's what I like to do. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good. Sounds good. Everything's good. Okay, top stories, top 9 stories. Nancy Pelosi hospitalized during congressional delegation trip, her office says. Missing American Travis Timmerman found in Syria is released to U.S. forces, officials say. Daniel Penny acquitted in NYC subway chokehold case to join bench at Army-Navy game. Friday forecast. Snow, ice, rain, wind wreak havoc. Live briefing. Russia packing up military equipment in Syria, satellite imagery shows. Texas's abortion pill lawsuit against New York doctor marks new challenge to interstate telemedicine. Ex-wife, 4 others arrested in ambush murder of doctor. Wow. Delay, deny, depose. Florida woman arrested accused of threatening insurance company. U.S. Supreme Court will hear clash over religious exemptions from Wisconsin tax. The news is never pretty, huh? Okay, so let's so now I'm doing Raghaveda. Yesterday was really short. I really liked it. Today I'm not gonna be so lucky, I don't think. Yeah, it's 13 verses today, but they're shorter verses. Not really, they're regular Raghaveda sized verses. Yeah, Garuda Purana beat you up. Today's chapter is a really good chapter though. Chapter 4. So chapters 1 through 6, I believe, in Garuda Purana punishes the wicked. So those are like really good chapters. So right now it's Friday the 13th. My kind of day, supposedly, because I'm Satan. Frankly, I don't feel anything. I just feel neutral at best. Okay, let's do this. It's 173. It's like 11, 12, 13 verses, longer verses than regular verses, or shlokas, really. I always say verses when I'm in shlokas. Namaste. Ka yatasama napanyam yata beralchama tadeva varatanam tadeva varatanam sabaivat gabo tenabo bahishya dabutana yatasadamanam divyam bibasan 알짜드 부르쇼 피흐 스베두 하비야에 무르고 스베두 하비야에 무르고 나시노 아띠 야주주구리야트 프라 마는다 율만함 고일당 호땅 파라테 마리오 미투나 야자트라흐 나쿠셔드 토땅알 파리 사드마 미땅알 야는 파라들갈 파야 야는 파라들갈 파말 샤라다흐 브로티비아흐 그라는다 다시보 나야마노 루바드가우라는 딸두또 나 로다시 자라드바크 땅 깔마셔타라스마이 브라 짜오 지아오트나 I need to double check this. 지아오트나 173, 4. 지아오트. So I was kind of like 지아오트나니 데바야는 또 파라는 뜻 유조셔디는 들어 다스마 발장을 나사티에바 수금이요 라테슈트흐 다무 슈투헤이는 드람 요하 사트반 야흐 슈로 마카반 요 라테슈트흐 브라티 자시 지디오티야는 브르셔는 바는 바발 브루셔시 지트다마소 브라티 자시 지디오티양 브라티 자시 지디오 브라티 자시 지디오티야는 브라티 자시 지디오티야는 브르셔는 바는 바바브루 부르셔시 지트다마소 브라티 자시 지디오티야는 브르셔는 바는 바바브루셔시 지트다마소 브라티 자시 지디오티야는 브르셔는 바는 바바브루셔시 지트다마소 비하는 땅을 브라 야디트 땅을 마히낭을 느르피오 아스티아람 로다시 까크슈예 나스마이 3. 비비야 이는드로 무르자남 나 부마 팔티 스바타바무 오파샤미바 디아무 사마투수 뜨방알 슈라 사타무라넘 브라파티는 땀암 파리땀 사야 티아이 파리땀 사야 티아이 사조셔상 이는드람 마데 구쇼누이흐 수림 지디에 아누마다는티 바자이흐 에방 히데 샴 사바나 사무드라 아포 야트타 아수 마다는티 데비흐 비슈방 데 아누 조슈여 푸드가우흐 수리무시디아디 티슈어 베슈이 자나는 아사마 야탕알 수샤카야 에나 스바비슈트 스바 피실떠요 나람 나 샤사이흐 샴사이흐 아사디아탕 나 이는드로 바는다 내실터 수두로 나 깔마 나야마 나야마나 우크탕 비시발타소 나람 나 샴사이라 스마가 사디는드로 바즈라 하스타흐 미트라 유보 나 보일바팀 수시실도 마티아 유바 우파 시쿠쇼는디 야진야이흐 야진요 히 시메는드람 가실지들은 단주후라 너실지는 만화상 가실지들은 단주후 가실지들은 단주후라 가실지들은 단주후라 너실지는 만화상 바리야는 딜테 나지창 따들으셔 너먹고 딜코 나 시트라마 그루노티아트발 그루노티아트발 모슈 너 이는드라드라 모르투수 데바이라스티 히 슈말 데 수슈미는 나바야흐 마하시지디아시양 미르 후슈오 야비앙 하비시마토 마르토 다는 따베 다는 다테 기흐 바는 다테 기흐 하비시마토 마르토 바는 다테 기흐 에슈 수토마 이는드라 투피아 마스메 에테나 가툼 하리보 비도 나흐 노 바브르티아흐 수비타야 데바 비디아메숑 부르자남 지라다누무 타마스트 Oh yeah, it's not 173, it's sorry 173, not 2. That's what I meant to say. Namaste. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Sorry about that. So that was 173, not 172. I forgot to look at double check. Sorry about that. The praise song let him sing, forth bursting bird-like. Sing we that hymn which like heaven's light expandeth. That the milk-giving cows may, unimpeded, call to the sacred grass the God's assembly. Let the bulls sing with bulls, whose toil is worship, with the loud roar, like some wild beast that hungers. Praise the God, the glad priest brings his heart's devotion. The holy youth presents twofold oblation. May the priest come circling the measured stations, and with him bring the earth's autumnal footage. Let the horse neigh, let near, let the steer bellow, let the voice go between both worlds as herald. To him we offer welcomest oblations, the pious bring with their strength inspiring praises. May Inandra, wondrous in his might, accept them, car-born and swift to move like the Na-Satyas. Praise thou that Inandra, who is truly mighty, the car-born warrior, Makhavan the hero, stronger in war than those who fight against him, borne by strong steeds, who kills enclosing darkness. Him who surpasses heroes in his greatness, the earth and heavens suffice not for his girdles. Inandra endues the earth to be his garment, and godlike wears the heaven as tore a frontlet. Thee, hero, guardian of the brave in battles, who roamest in the van to draw thee hither. Inandra the hosts agree beside the Soma, and joy for his great actions the chieftain. Libations in the sea to thee are pleasant, when thy divine floods come to cheer these people. To thee the cow is sum of all things grateful, one with the wish thou seekest man and princess. So may we in this one be well befriended, well aided as it were through praises of chieftains, that Inandra still may linger at our worship as one led swift to work to hear our praises. Like men in rivalry extolling princes, our friend be Inandra, wielder of the thunder. Like true friends of some city's lord, within them held in good rule, with sacrifice they help him. For every sacrifice makes Inandra stronger, when he goes around angry in spirit. As pleasure at the ford invites the thirsty, as the long way brings him who gains his object. Let us not here contend with gods, O Inandra, for here, O mighty one, is thine own portion. The great whose friends the bounteous Maruts honor, as with the stream his song who pours oblations. Addressed to thee is this our praise, O Inandra. Lord of base deeds, find us hereby advancement. So mayest thou lead us on, O God, to comfort. May we find strengthening food in full abundance. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick break. I should take the break with me. Next is the Yoga Sutra. I'm gonna finish the book. So it took me about 5 days to finish one book. So in 1 week I'm gonna finish, there are 4 books in Yoga Sutra. 1 week per book, it looks like. So within a month, I should be done with the entire Yoga Sutra over and over and over. And then what's gonna happen is eventually I'm gonna memorize the entire thing. So by the time I get to say for the 50th time, I'll know what the word is before I even get to the word. It'll remind me, the beginning of the word will remind me of the rest of the word. Well, yeah, 52, 53, 54, 55. That light flare again. Look at that. Look at my right hand. I'll wield my right hand to power. Look at that light. The light's gone. So funny. 52, 53, 50. I'm afraid of doing this. 52, 53, 54, 55. 4 sutras left. I'm just preliminarily looking. 52 is long. 53 is also long. So they're long sutras. 54 is kind of medium size. 55 is medium. 54 is the shortest. 55 is medium. 52 is long. 53 is long. 3 is longer than 52. So after having done that, I'm gonna do. So that's gonna take me half an hour, and then I'll do Bhagavad Gita, and that's perfect. Today's chapter 10, I believe. It's 42 verses, so that'll take me about 15 to 20 minutes. With the translation, it'll take me 25. But yeah, about half an hour. Yeah, timing is pretty perfect. So I'm gonna take another minute break. At 1 hour mark, I'm gonna start doing this, and go from there. Life is not very kind to me. How do you survive in this life? You need connections. I find you need connections to survive in this world. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm doing my future self a favor. Namaste. Kushana tat karamayoha samyamad vivekajam jnanam yatha pakasha paryanantam duravyam paramanuravam Paramanurabam Paramapakasha Parianataha Kalaha Kushano Yabatan Pan Samayana Pali sorry Jalitaha Paramanuha Purvadesham Jahya Dutara Desham Utpa Sampadiatyata Jahya Dutara Desham Utpa Sampadiata Sankalaha Kushanaha Tat Prabhaha Vichedasutu Gramaha Kushana Tat Grama Yolnasati Kushana Tat Grama Yolnasati Pasutu Samahara Iti Buddhati Samaharo Muhulta Ratradayah Muhulta Horatradayah Muhulta Horatradayah Sa Kalevayam Kalon Pasutushu Niopi Buddhatinil Manoh Chabutajinyana Nupati Laukikanam Beautitita Daishananam Pasutu Svarupam Ivavapasate Pasutu Svarupam Ivavapasate Kushanasutu Pasutu Patitaha Grama Balamambi Gramashijan Kushano Nanantariya Dama Tam Kala Vidaha Kala Itya Jakushate Yoginaha Nachan Devang Kushano Saha Pavataha Gramashijan Na Devayoha Saha Puvora Sampavat Boivasuma Dudetara Pabino Yada Nanantariam Kushanas. Oh, wait. Forgot number 1. Rasya. Boivasuma Dudetarasya. Right. Yep. Pavino Yada Nanantariam Kushanasya Sa Gramaha Tasma de Vaitamana Evaikaha Kushano Na Pulvotatarak Kushano Sanantiti Tasmana Nasati Tatashamaharaha Ye Tu Putapavinaha Kushanosate Parinomanam Vitang Vyakyayaha Tenaikena Kushanuena Kurutusuno Lokaha Parinomamanupavati Tatukushano Tatukushonotaparu Tatukushonotaparu Karevami Saive Taimaha Tayoha Kushonotatkaramayoha Samyamat Tayoha Sakushat Karanamu Tatashajam Vivekajam Jinyanam Pradul Pavati. Wasn't so bad. Now train upon moments and their sequence. Knowledge proceeding from discrimination. Just as the atom is the minimal limit of matter, so the moment is the minimal limit of time, or the time taken by an atom in motion in order to leave one point and reach the next point is a moment. but the continuous flow of these is a sequence. Moments and the sequences of these cannot be combined into real. Hours of 8 and 40 minutes, days of 30 such hours, and so on are combinations by a mental process. Thus time, being of this nature, does not correspond to anything real, but is a structure by a mental process, and follows as a result of perceptions or of words. To the ordinary thinking of the emergent mind, it might appear as if it were real, but the moment does come within the objects and rests upon the sequence. Furthermore, the sequence has its essence in an uninterrupted succession of moments. This is called time by experts in time, so the yogins use the term. For two moments cannot occur simultaneously, because it is impossible that there be a sequence between two things that occur simultaneously. When a later moment succeeds on the earlier without interruption, there is a sequence. Thus in the present there is a single moment, and there are no earlier or later moments. Therefore there is no combination of them. But those moments which are past and future are to be explained as inherent in the mutations. Accordingly, the whole world passes through a mutation in any single moment. So all those external aspects of the world are relative to this present moment. By constraint upon moments and their sequence, both are directly perceived. And as a result of this, the knowledge proceeding from this combination comes about. Hello, namaste, low light. How are you? Okay, so sort of taking a light break. That was a long sutra. Now I got 3 more to go. 53, 54, 55. 53 is also long as as 52, it looks like. I thought 53 was longer. 54 is pretty short. It's like short to medium. 55 is definitely medium sized. That's it. So 3 more left, and then after that, Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita is 42 verses long, I believe, once again. And that'll take me about 25 minutes to read the Sanskrit and the translation, English translation. About half an hour. Okay, so I need to take a short break. Thinking what I should do here. You know what? I'm trying to heal. So and today's Friday. I'm gonna heal or do some things to heal faster. The thing about, healing or doing anything is about time. Well, cool, you wrote another comment. I love comments now. I don't know why. Before I was afraid of comments. I'm like, oh no, it's a comment. Run away from your own broadcast. There's a comment. But now I'm just like, oh, that's really cool. I'm happy. I advanced a lot in something. I wanted to, what about you, mister? So Low Light wanted to know what about me. Because Low Light advanced a lot in something. That's really good news. That's really good to hear. Like whoever's connected to me, I hope that everything is working out well. Or, maybe the reason why they're connected to, they subscribe to me is they're going through something hard, and maybe the ASMR really helped them to relax. Whatever that is. And this is really good to hear that you advanced a lot in something. What about me? So I am advancing too. I don't know if a lot or a little, because I'm going through so much at the same time. Like, I always need money. So, like, I don't know compared to, like, past how much I am actually improving. I would guess that I am improving. I am progressing faster than before. How faster? I haven't measured it yet. And I don't feel like I don't want to, because I'm going through so much in life that I don't have the luxury, the peace in my mind. Maybe I need the peace in my mind. I don't have the peace in my mind to recount, how I'm doing. I don't want to know. I just want to go through this water. I just want to paddle through the water, swim through this river of hardships. I don't want to know how deep the river is. SOS, I need to be saved. Sir, do you know how cold the water is? It's really, really cold. What about the temperature, sir? Is it like, say like Celsius? Is it like 15? Zero maybe? I don't know Celsius. Okay, there's another comment. Low Light says, I'm happy to hear that, mister. And I am sure you're proved by at least a good amount just by how you are speaking right now compared to old videos. That's true. So my voice changed, I believe, sometime in November or October 28th is what I want to say, is when my voice definitely changed. October 28th. It says, the comment says, I'm sorry, my English is very bad. I don't think so. That's Low Light. Low Light is from France, and I love a lot of things about France. Sanskrit, a good chunk of the Aryan Sanskrit pronunciation is French. So, and I love Sanskrit. A lot of French sounding words have been lost in the last 500 years completely. They're gone. I'm the only person. I'm one of the 10 people remaining, who could actually speak Aryan Sanskrit, which includes the French pronunciations of the Sanskrit words. Like King, you teach Shri. Shri means Lord. Shri, you teach Tuira. Tui. You teach Tuira. You teach Tuira. Okay, so did I read? No, I gotta read the Sanskrit. What was So yeah, you says I'm sorry, my English is very bad. I think language is just all about vocabulary. As long as you know the words, then you're good to go. And how do you know all these words? You just interact with the people. How do you interact with people? I guess you use the special green medicine and get along with people. They'll teach you how to. There's actually a book that talks about the difference between the American accent and the British accent. It teaches you how to speak English in the American accent and not like some foreign accent like British accent. And sometimes the comment says, and sometimes I think about some words, but I write another thing instead. So sometimes it makes no sense. That's like a normal brain thing. You have a normal brain, I was talking about what practice was. Maybe you were here. Maybe I was talking to someone else. Tends to make perfect. Practice tends to make perfect. It's really, really, really true. Perfect. Like magic. I mean, if you doubt me, just watch like skateboard videos, professional skateboarding videos. All an average person could say is, that's magic. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to my. That was a really good break for me. Thank you. I'm gonna get back to my sutra. It's only 3 left. I have to finish it within 15 minutes. I think I could do it. Namaste. Tasyan Vishaya Vishesho Upakushui Piate Jati Lakushano Deshairanyata Navaji Cheda Tutulia Yosatatahu. Just sit up. Jati Lakushano Janti lakushono deshairaniata nabacheta tutulia yositataho. Janti lakushono deshairaniata. Janti lakushono deshairaniata. Sorry. Janti lakushono deshairaniata na. I need to focus on. Janti lakushono bet. Janti lakushono deshairaniata nabacheta tutulia yositataho. Pratipatatiho. Tulia yoldasha lakushono sarubie. Janti pedoniata. Number 1. Yama. He. Okay. Janti pedoniata yam. Hetuho. Gauriyam. Vadavayamiti. Alright. Does this? Let me see. You can see that, right? Does that look like a B, or with the a thing, a line within the circle, or no line in the circle? That's what I'm trying to. The circle. I need to look it up, because that makes the difference between V and a B, like a verify or a boy. That's the difference between a V and a B. Is a line going through within the circle or without? Because if there is a line going through the circle, within the circle, then it's a B, boy, and if there's no line, it's a V, as in verification. Now you know a little Sanskrit. I went away. Okay, so Padavayamiti. Tulia desha janti yatve. Lakushona maniat bakaram. Kala kushui kauhe. Sivasiti mati kauriti. Tuvayora lam malakayol. Tuvayora malakayol jati lakushona saru piad desha pedoniat bakara. Idam pulvamida mudutaramiti. Something tells me to say this again. I'm gonna start from here again. Tuvayora malakayol jati lakushona saru piad desha. Tuvayora malakayol jati lakushona saru piad desha. I shouldn't have repeated it. I got it right. I don't know why I'm repeating it. Tuvayora malakayol jati lakushona saru piad desha. Tuvayora malakayol jati lakushona. Tuvayora malakayol jati lakushona saru piad desha pedoniat bakara. Sorry. I had it right. Something told me to do it again, so I was listening to that. Alright, it's not too far from. Tuvayora malakayol jati lakushona saru piad desha pedoniat bakara. Idam polvamida mudutaramiti. Yadang tu polvama malakamania biagracia. Polvama malakamania biagracia. Chinya turutara desha. Upabaitiata. Upabaitiate. Okay. Chinya turutara desha. Upabaitiate. Number 2. Baitate. Upabaitiate. Tadang. Tulia shatve. Polvameta tutara. Polvameta tutara metaditi. Babi panganu papatitihe. Polvameta tutara meta. Polvameta tutara metaditi. Prabi panganu papatitihe. 아삼디그테나 보일바메타 보일바메타 두드따라메타 디티 프라비파가 누파파티 보일바메타 두드따라메타 디티 프라비파가 누파파티흐 아삼디그테나 짱 따뜻바지냐네나 파비타비아미티아땅 이다무크담 따따흐 프라티파트틸비베카자지냐나디티 프라티파트틸비베카자지냐나디티 까탐 볼바말라카사하크쇼누어 대샹 우드따라 말라카사하크쇼너드 대샤는 대샹아드 피는나흐 우드따라 말라카사하크쇼너드 대샤드 피는나흐 대자말라케 스바데샤크쇼너 누파바 피는네 스바데샤크쇼너 파바 피는네 스바데샤크쇼너 파바 피는네 아니아데 샤크쇼노 파바스투 타요라니아트베 헤투리티 에테나 드르셔터는 때나 파라마노스 툴리아자 티라크쇼노 데샤시아 파라마노스 툴리아자 티라크쇼노 데샤시아 보이바 파라마노 데샤 사하크쇼노 드카라노 두드따라시아 보이바 파라마노 데샤 사하크쇼노 드카라노 두드따라시아 파라마노스 타드 데샤노 파파테타노 부드따라시아. I want to say this word again. 보이바 파라마노 데샤 사하크쇼노 보이바 파라마노 데샤 사하크쇼노 드카라노 두드따라시아 파라마노스 타드 데샤노 파파테타 부드따라시아. 파라마노스 타드 데샤 파라마노스 타드 데샤노 파파테타 부드따라시아 파라마노스 타드 데샤노 파파테타 부드따라시아 파라마노스 타드 데샤노 파파테타 부드따라시아 타드 데샤노 파보 파라마노스 타드 데 파라마노스 타드 데샤 파라마노스 타드 데샤노 파파테타 부드따 파라마노스 타드 데샤노 파파테타 부드따라시아. Sorry, being distracted. I hate being distracted while I'm reading Sanskrit. That's why I don't like humans. Animals never do that, you know. Only humans tread on God's path. Animals abide by God's rules, usually. Unless it's the end of the world, you know. Paramanos tade deshanu papateta buddharasia tade deshanu pabo 피는나흐 사쿠쇼너 페다 다요리 슈바라시아 요기노니아트바 브라티아요 요기노니아트바 브라티아요 파바티티 아파레 두 발노야는티 예는티양 비셰쇼 스테니아타 브라티아얌 굴바는티티 따트랑아피 데샬라쿠쇼너 페도 물티비아바티장 티페다시장니아트베 헤투흐 물티비아바티장 티페다시장니아트베 헤투흐 구쇼너 페다스투 요기부드티가시야 요기부드티가미야 에베티 아땅 우크담 물티비아비 tijati peda pavananasnasati multibia batijati peda pevanana multibia batijati peda pavananasati multibia batijati peda pavananasati mula purtaka devamiti Banshoganu Yahu Mula purtaka devamiti Banshoganu Yahu. That is the object of this, is brought forward. As a result of this, there arises the deeper knowledge of two equivalent things, which cannot be distinctly qualified in species or characteristic mark or point of space. If two equivalent things resemble each other in point of space and in characteristic mark, it is the difference in species which makes distinguish between them. For instance, this is a cow, that is a mare. If the place and the species be equivalent, it is the characteristic mark that makes distinguish between them. For instance, this cow has black eyes. That cow is lucky. Since two marrow-bone fruits resemble each other in species and in characteristic mark, it is the difference as to point of space that makes distinguish between them. For instance, this one is in front, this is behind. But when the marrow-bone which was in front is put, while the attention of him who has the intuitive is elsewhere occupied, in the place of the one behind, then, if the places are equivalent so that one would think, that is the one in front, that is the one behind, a right classification is impossible. Since the right view of things must be free from doubt, it was said, as a result of this, there arises the deeper knowledge, as a result of the knowledge proceeding from discrimination. How is this? The point of space coincident with the marrow-bone in front is distinct from the point of space coincident with the marrow-bone behind. And the two marrow-bones are distinct in that they pass through the incidents peculiar to their own points of space. But it is this passing through the incident belonging to another point of space that is the cause of the distinction between the two. This example illustrates how the Supreme Yogin has the presented idea of the difference between two atoms as a result of his direct experience of the point of space coincident with the atom in front, which atom is equivalent in species and characteristic mark and point of space. The reason for this is that the distinction is between the coincidents. Inasmuch as it is impossible that an atom which is behind can have the point of space of the one, the passing of the atom behind through its own point of space is different. Others, however, describe these particulars, which are ultimates, produce the idea of the difference. Even in this, the difference as to the point of space and as to the characteristic mark, and the difference as to limitation and extent, and as to the intervening space, and as to species, cause of distinction. But it is a difference as to the incident that is accessible to the thinking substance of the yogin only. Therefore it has been said, since there is no difference as to limitation and extent, or by reason of intervening space, or of species, there is no distinction in the root. So says Vajraganuya. Okay, so I'm going to take a little break here. I got 2 more to go. Shouldn't take more than 10 minutes total. 54 is pretty short. 55 is the last one. Last one? 54 is short. 55 is like medium sized. And that's it. So yeah, let me read a comment. It says, I'm listening. I stay there. Don't worry. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. Yeah, when I started broadcasting, I started healing drastically. And then I realized that this is the path that I'm supposed to be treading on. For how long? I don't know. As long as I heal, I guess. It's either that, I'm gonna heal or I'm gonna die trying. Just bear with me. I just got two more sutras to go. And book 3 is about superpowers, supernormal powers. And as far as I know, it's the only book that describes how to perform superpowers. Dying is better than dying while not trying anything to save yourself. Dying is better than dying while not trying anything to save yourself. Now I'm trying to save myself. This is like selfishness overkill. Like, what are you doing? I'm doing like crazy Sanskrit studies, pronouncing it exactly the way they used to pronounce it 5,000 years ago. Why are you doing it? I need to save myself. It hurts a lot. It's a fatal injury. The Bible says so. It must be true. Revelation 13. The beast with the fatal wound. That's me. I think I forgot a word once again. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the book starting now. I have some time. This thing takes about like 3 minutes to kick in. And then I'm good to go for half an hour, 1 hour. Okay, let me see. Let me change my scene. Back a pinpoint, I guess. Kind of sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to my study. Here you go. Namaste. Tarakam Saiva Vishoyam Saivalta Vishoyamba Makramam Saivalta Vishoyamakramam Jati Vivekajam Chinyanam Tarakamiti Sivaprati Potita Manao Padeshikam Ityartah Sivaprati Potita Sivaprati Potita Manao Padeshika Sivaprati Potita Sivaprati Potita Manao Sivaprati Potita Manao Padare Sivaprati Potita Manao Padeshika Mityartah Sivaprati Potita Manao Padeshika Mityartah 살바비쇼얌 나시얌 김치다비쇼이 부타미티알타흐 살발타비쇼야마디 다나가타파라티우트파는남 살밤 바리야야이흐 살바타 자나티티알타흐 아크라마미티아 까쿠쇼노파루텀 살밤 살바타 구르흐노티티알타흐 에타드 비베카잠 진야남 파리뿔너무 아시아이밤쇼 유가프라디포 마투마팀 부미무파다양 야바다시야 파리사마프티리티 다라카미티 스바프라티 포트타마나 오파데시카미티알타흐 살바비쇼얌 나시야 김치다비쇼이 부타미티알타흐 살발타 미쇼야마티 다나가타파라티우트파는남 살밤 파리야야이흐 살바타 자나티티알타흐 아크라마미티에 까쿠쇼노팡루텀 살밤 살바타 구르흐노티티알타흐 에타드 비베카잠 진야남 파리뿔너무 아시아이밤쇼 요가프라디포 마투마팀 부미무파다야 야바다시야 파리사마프티리티. Okay, so now I got one more after this. The knowledge proceeding from this combination is a deliverer, has all things as its object, and has all times for its object, and is without sequence. The word deliverer means that it arises out of its own vivid light without further suggestion, for it has all things for its object. This means that there is nothing that is not its object. It has all times for its object. This means that it has intuitive knowledge at all times of one whole, past and future and present, with its states. Means that it grasps one whole, striking upon at one moment with all its times. Such in its complete form is the knowledge proceeding from this combination. Of this same, the lamp of yoga is a part beginning with the Hani stage until it reaches final perfection. I just realized something. I gotta do my Kabbalah prayer. So now it's Shabbat Shalom. There's a big opening, which means my enemies could attack me. There's a 80-year-old rapist, criminal, Korean. I must protect myself. So let me get to my Kabbalah prayer. So I'm gonna change the title right now of the. Let me change my setting first. I'm gonna change the title of the video right now. So it's the ultimate NLP and then Sabbath Kabbalah ritual. Okay. So I changed it. And now I'm gonna do Kabbalah ritual. Because now it's the Sabbath. It's the Sabbath right now. I need to do my Kabbalah prayer, or else there's a huge weakness, a huge opening, which my enemy, there's only one, 80-year-old Korean rapist, criminal, could take advantage of. So I must stop what I'm doing and do my Kabbalah prayer. Otherwise, the ship's gonna sink. Hare Krishna Mantra. I was noticing why I'm so weak, and then I realized it's been half an hour almost since the sun went down over here. So, explains why. Yeah, a lot of people want, especially in the beginning, they had an objection towards me performing my Kabbalah prayer because I named all my titles in the Hinduism or the Vedic religion context. It's Sanatana Dharma, so it was Sanskrit studies and Hare Krishna mantra recitation, stuff like that. And they hated that I was mixing up. Some people, not all of them, just a few people, like one or two. They hated that I mixed up my Kabbalah prayer with Hinduism. The thing is, if I don't do my Kabbalah prayer, I am gonna start dying. The prayer reverses the process of dying. And it's an everyday prayer. So if I don't do it, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna start dying. I'm gonna have nightmares. I'm gonna, start decaying I'm gonna start decaying mentally to start, The best way, once again, to explain it is Dracula needs blood. I need my Kabbalah prayer to survive. Timely Kabbalah prayer. Shri Agni Namaha. And once I noticed that it was sustaining me, then the prayer really works for me. And it is based on belief. It is based on trust in your belief of the prayer, the Kabbalah ritual. So if you're an intellectual, if you have a background of being an intellectual or a bookish person, then the prayer works a lot better than if you didn't come from that background, intellectual background. According to yoga, everything builds on top of the previous stage, so everything builds on top of each other. Prayer based on faith is trust. Trust is faith. Faith is trust. Ana bekoak gedulat yamineka tatil jerura kabel rinat 아메카 사그베누 따하레누 노라. Kislev. Actually, I'm gonna stop, take like a 30-second break, and just really, really get into the spirit of my prayer. Since it is the Sabbath also, I have the right to enjoy my Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom. I'm gonna heal like a mother now. I'm gonna heal like a mother freaker now. Okay. Guess love. Okay. That was really cool. So practice tends to make perfect. The original saying is practice makes perfect. Practice, I modified it for myself. Practice tends to make perfect. What am I doing? I'm doing tikukun hanefesh. Tikukun hanefesh. Get that? Get that? Pokemon. Peanut. All kinds of things happen when I'm trying to heal myself. This is like nothing. Still got you though, you know. chesed. Gevurah. Different. Natzak. Hod. Yesod. Malchut. Na Gibor. Dorshei Yehudaka. Gevabat Shomurem. Barkem Daharem. Rakhamei Jidukateka. Damid Gomulem. Khatsin Gatosh. Berov Dubeka. Nahel Adateka. Yakid Ge Le Ameka Bene Zokrei Gezushateka. Forgot to switch to the recitation. So I'm gonna puff. And then it's Sabbath Friday. And once again, Shabbat Shalom. Yay! I got the angels of the day. I'm under the angels of the day protection, you mother freaker. How about you? Nothing. Ha! Sorry. Shabatenu, Kabel, Ushima, Akatenu, Yote A, Ta'alumut. Okay. So now I'm gonna get back to my regularly scheduled program, healing program. I had one more sutra left. That's it. Okay. Last one. And after this, so I said in the beginning I'm gonna do for 2 hours and 30 minutes because of the compensation for the, whatchamacallit, yoga suit, the Kabbalah ritual. So it's gonna go half an hour from now. Makes sense. Okay. Not wasting too much time. Last sutra, book 3. What does that mean? Once I finish this book again for the 11th or the 12th time, I lost count. I'll gain a little more superpower than the last time. That's what it means. Prabhupada-bibekajiñanasya, Prabhupada-bibekajiñanasya, Bye. Satatva Purushayoha Shuddhati Samyo Shuddhati Samye Kaivalyamiti Iti Shri Patanjali Virachati Yoga Sutreshu Tritiyo Vibhuti Padaha. So I just read the Sanskrit within the parentheses that you can see here. And that just means the sutra finished. So that's it for the sutra. But I read the sutra, if you see the title of this study is a sutra with comments. So now I'm reading the comments. And this comment is not to be overlooked. These comments are not to be overlooked. They're written by Vyasa, the same person who wrote Bhagavad Gita and the entire Mahabharata, of which Bhagavad Gita is not even 1%, not even 0.1% of the entire Mahabharata. So there. Okay, here we go. So now the comment. Yadang niltu tara jasutamobalam niltu tara jasutamomalam buddhati satatvam purushosyan pratiti matra tikaram purushosyan pratiti matrati purushasya pratiti matra. Sorry, I'm being distracted too. Purushasya pratiti matra tikaram. Purushasya pratiti matra. Purushasya pratiti matra tikaram. Nagataklasha bijam. Purushasya pratiti matra. Purushasya pratiti matra tikaram. Nagataklasha bijam pavati tadam purushasya shuddhati saru 슈드티사루비아미바 바느남 슈드티사루비아미바 바느남 파바티 따당 보르셔시오 빠짜리따 포가 파바흐 보르셔시오 빠짜리따 포가 파바흐 보르셔시오 빠짜리따 포가 파바흐 슈드티흐 에타시암 아바스타얌 가이발리암 파바티 쉐바라시아니 쉐바라시아 파바티 쉐바라시아니 쉐바라시아 바 비베카자지냐나 파 비베카자지냐나 파기나 이타라시아 바 나히 나그타클레샤 비자시아 지냐네 나그타클레샤 비자시아 지냐네 부나라 베쿠쇼 찌다스티 사트트바 슈드티당 사트트바 슈드티드바라 너이따트사마 사트트바 슈드티드바라 사트트바 슈드티드바레 사트트바 슈드티드바레 너이따트사마 티자스마이시바리암 사트트바 슈드티드바레 나이 사트트바 슈드티드바레 너이따트 sorry 사트트바 슈드티드바레 너이따트 사마 티자이 사트트바 슈드티드바레 너이따트 사마 티자담 마이시바리암 사트트바 슈드티드바레 너이따트 사마 티자 마이시바리암 I'll just read it one more time. No, it's the end, so I'm like just scrounging to get to the end to finish. Just don't look pretty, that's what I'm trying to say. 사트트바 슈드티드바레 너이 사트트바 슈드티드바레 너이 따트 사마 티자 마이시바리암 진야남 조바크라는 땀 바라말 타타스투 진야나 다달샤남 니발따떼 다스미는 니브르뜨떼 나 사는 띠우뜨따레 글래샹흐 글래샹 파바뜨 칼마비바가 파바흐 짜리따 티강라 시자이따시암 아바스타얌 구노나 보르셔시아 보날드르시아트 베노파티 실터는데 보날드르시아트 베노파티 뿌티시터는데 보날드르시아트 베노파티 시터는데 따트 부르셔시아 가이발리암 따당 부르셔흐 스바루 바마 드라지오 티라말라흐 개발리 파바티. Okay. In either case, whether one has attained to the knowledge proceeding from discrimination or has not attained to knowledge proceeding from discrimination, when the purity of the Sattva and of the self are equal, isolation. When the Sattva of the thinking substance is freed from the defilement of the Rajas and Tamas, and when it has no task other than with the presented idea of the difference of it from the self, and when the seeds of the hindrances within itself have been burnt, then the Sattva enters into a state of purity equal to that of the self. When this is so, purity is the cessation of the experience which is falsely attributed to the self. In this state, isolation follows for one who has supremacy or for one who has not supremacy, for one who partakes of the knowledge proceeding from discrimination or for another. For if there be knowledge in the case of one whose hindrances have become burnt to seed. There is no further need of any. As being the means of purifying the Sattva, both the supremacy proceeding from concentration and the knowledge have been introduced into the discussion. But strictly speaking, the knowledge represses not sight. When this is repressed, there are no more hindrances. Because there are no more hindrances, there is no fruition of karma. In this state, the aspects, their task done, do not again submit themselves as objects for sight to the self. That is the self's isolation. Then the self, having its life within itself, becomes undefiled and isolated. Iti Shri Patanjale Sampya Parabhachane Yoga Shangasatre Vyasa Pashoye Viputi Padasatrati Yahu. Of the exposition of the comment of the Patanjalan, the book on supernormal powers, the third, with comments by Vyasa. Okay, so now book 4 again already. Now I'm finishing these books within the entire 4 books within 4 weeks, it seems like. Okay, so now I need to do yoga, Bhagavad Gita. So let me take a break and let me set myself up here. Okay, so let's do Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 10. Shabbat Shalom once again. I think my body's slowing down a little bit. I've done so much Kabbalah prayer that I think I'm becoming more Jewish as far as my response to days are concerned. Like on Saturdays, my body does not want to do anything. right now, like, see, this is a lot. Alright, almost get through it, so let's do it. I'm gonna be lazy about it though. Can I be really, really lazy about it? You know what that means. I'm gonna be lazy about it. There's nothing you can do to stop me. There's nothing you can do to stop me from enjoying my Sabbath. Alright, so now I'm sabotaged. Making up words. Namaste. Ata dashamotyayah Vibhuti Yogah Shri Bhagavanubhaja Puya Eva Mahabaho Shiranu Me Paramam Bachah Yatadeham Priyamano Ya Pakuchuyomi Hitakamyaya Na Me Viduha Suraganoha Prabhavam Na Maharshoyah Ahamadilhi Devanam Maheshwinam Ja Salvashah Yo Mamajana Mamajama Mamajamanadim Ja Vedati Lokamaheshvaram Asamamutah Sa Maltieshu Salvapapaih Pramutyate Buddhatiljinyana Masama Mohaha Kushama Satyam Tamaha Shamaha Sukham Duhakam Pavo Pavo Payam Jabaya Japayameva Ja Ahimsa Samatan Dushituitapo Dushituisitapo Tanam Yashoyashah Pavananti Pavan Putanam Madata Eva Pratagavitah Maharshoyah Sabatan Purve Jatavaro Manavasatatan Madapavan Manasan Jatan Yeshwam Loka Imah Prajah Etam Vibhutim Yogam Jam Mama Yo Padati Tatatvatah Sovikamam Pena Yogena Yujiate Nadra Samshayah Aham Saivasya Prabhavo Matatah Saivam Prabhaitate Iti Matavan Pajanante Maim Buddhan Pavasamanam Vidang Machachitang Madhugata Prano Butayanantah Parasuparama Katayanantashijam Mam Nityam Tushyananti Ja Ramananti Ja Deshwam Satata Yugatang Nam Pajatang Priti Pulvakam Tadami Buddhati Yogam Tam Yana Mamupayananti Te Deshwamevanu Kamampal Tamahamajinyana Jam Tamaha Nashayamyat Mapavasuto Jinyana Pena Pasvatang Arjuna Uvangachang Param Brahma Param Tama Pavitram Paramam Pavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyamadi Devamajam Viphumu 호스트바 무르쇼야흐 살베 데발슈일나라 다스타탕아 아시토 데발로 비아사흐 스바얌 짜이바 브라비슈이 메 셀바메 따드르땀 마니에 야는마음 바다시 게샤바 나히데 파가바는 비아크팀 비둘베다 비둘데바 나 다나바흐 스바야메바 드마나 드마남 베트타 드밤 보르쇼트다마 푸타파바나 푸테샤 데바데바 자가트파테 마크투 말하시아 셰슈에노 디비앙 히아드마비 푸다야흐 야 필비 푸디 필도까 니맘 스드밤 야 필비 푸디 로갓 야 필비 푸디 로칼 야 필비 푸디 필로까 니마 스드밤 야 필비 푸디 리보 야 필비 푸디 필로까 니맘 스드밤 비아 디시타시 야 필비 푸디 필로까 니맘 스드밤 비아 디시타시 까탐 비디야마함 요김 스드밤 사당 파리지는 따야는 게슈 장 방아베슈 지는 디오시 파가바는 마양 비스타레너 드마노 요감 비푸팀 짱 자나알다나 푸야흐 까타야 드러브들히 슈르는 바또 나스티 메모르따무 श्री भगवानुवाच 하는따 가타이슈여미 디비양 야드마비푸다야흐 브라타니아타흐 구루시레슈트 나스티아는또 비스타라시아 메 아하마드마 구두게샤 살바푸다 샤야스티타흐 아하마디시자 마티암자 푸다나 마는다 에바자 아디티아나 마함 베슈눌지오티숑 라비람 슈마느 마리질 마루타 마스미 다쿠셔트라노 마함 샤시 베다남 사마베도스미 데바나 마스미 바사바흐 이는드리야놈 마나시자스미 푸다나 마스미 제타나 루드라놈 장은가라시자스미 비트테쇼 야쿠쇼 사무 바수남 바바카시자스미 메루흐 시카리너 마하무 보로타삼 자 무키암 바맘 비드티 발타 부로하스바티무 세나니나 마함 스카는다흐 사라사 마스미 사가라흐 마헬슈이놈 프르고라함 기라 마스미에까 마쿠셔라무 야지냐남 자파야지뇨스미 스타바라놈 히말라야흐 아시바트타흐 살바벌크쇼놈 데발슈이놈 자 나라다흐 가는 탈바놈 제트라라타흐 시드타남 카필로 무니흐 우찌짜이흐 시라바사마 시바남 우찌짜이흐 시라바사마 시바남 비드티 마마무르 또드 파바무 아이라바탐 가자는드라놈 나라놈 자 나라티파무 아유타나마함 바자람 테누나마스미 까마투크 브라자나시짱스미 까는달파흐 살파너마스미 바수키흐 아나는 따시짱스미 나가남 바루누오 야다사마하무 베트르르너 마이 베트르르너 마리아마 짱스미 야마흐 사미야마타마하무 브라훌라 다시짱스미 다이티아남 깔라흐 깔라야타마하무 무르가놈 짱 무르게는드로함 바이나테야시짱 바쿠슈이놈 바바나흐 바바타마스미 라마흐 샤스트라 푸르타마하무 차슈놈 에카라시짱스미 수로타사마스미 자흐나비 살가노마디라는 따시짱 마티암 자이바하말주나 아티아드마 비디안남 바다흐 브라바다타마하무 아쿠쇼라노 마카로스미 드바는드바흐 사마시카시아짱 아하메바 쿠쇼야흐 깔로 타타함 비시바토무카흐 무르티우흐 살바하라시짱 하무드 파바시짱 파비시어땀 길티흐 시리바크짱 나리넘 스무르틸메탈 스무르틸메탈 트르티흐 구쇼말 부르하트사마 다탕알 사무남 가야트리 찾는다사마하무 마사남 말가실쇼하무르주두남 말가실쇼하무르두남 구수마까라흐 디우담 찰라야따마스미 테자스비나마하무 자요스미 비아바사요스미 사뜨뜨바바타마하무 드르슈누이남 바수데바스미 드르슈누이남 바수데보스미 마는더바남 타난자야흐 무니나마비아함 비아사흐 가비나무샤나 가비흐 다는두오 다마야타마스미 니디라스미 지기쇼타무 마우남 짜이바스미 구히야남 진야나바타마하무 야쯔짱피 살바푸다남 비잠 따다하말주나 Na tadasati vina yatasyanan maya putam jara jaramu. Nanan tosati mama divyanam viputinam paranantapam. Eshu tud deshatah prokuto vipute visitaro maya. Yad yad viputi matas hatatavam Shri madul jitameva va tatatadeva va gajacha tatatadeva va gajacha devam mama damjol dejom shasamum pavamu. Atava bahunaitena kim jinyatena tabajuna Vishita pya hamidam Gurta sunamekam shena satito jagat. Tata saditi Shri Mad Bhagavad Gita Supanishatusu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Sambhade Vibhuti Yogo Nama Dashamotyayaha. Tadadeva Bhakkajacha. Okay, Namaste. I'm gonna read the translation and then stop. The Holy One said once more, Still, Almighty, I am the One. Listen to my supernal words, which from desire of good I say unto thee that wouldst be pleased. The hosts of gods know not my origin, nor the great rushes, since I am in every way the source of the gods and the great rushes. He that knoweth me as the supreme Lord of the worlds, without birth and beginning, undiluted among mortals, is free from all sins. Intelligence, knowledge, the absence of delusion, forgiveness, truth, self-restraint, and tranquility, pleasure, pain, birth, death, fear, and also security, abstention from harm, evenness of mind, contentment, ascetic austerities, gift, fame, infamy, these several attributes of creatures arise from me. The 7 great rachis, the 4 before, and the manus, partaking of my nature, were born from my mind, of whom in this world are these offspring. He that knoweth truly this preeminence and mystic power of mine, becometh possessed of unswerving devotion. Of this, no doubt. I am the origin of all things. From me all things proceed. Thinking thus, the wise, endued with my nature, worship me. Their hearts on me, their lives devoted to me, instructing one another and glorifying me, they are ever contented and happy. Unto them, always devoted and worshipping with love, I give that devotion in the form of knowledge by which they come to me. Of them, for compassion's sake, I destroy the darkness born of ignorance by the brilliant lamp of knowledge, dwelling in their souls. Arjuna said, Thou art the supreme Brahma, the supreme abode, the holiest of the holy, the eternal male being, divine, the first of gods, unborn, the Lord. All the rashis proclaim thee thus, and also the celestial rashi Narada, and Asita Devala Vyasa. Thyself also tellest me. All this that thou tellest me, O Keshava, I regard as true, since, O Holy One, neither the gods nor the Danavas understand thy manifestations. Thou only knowest thyself by thyself, O best of male beings. O Creator of all things, O Lord of all things, O God of gods, O Lord of the universe, it behoveth thee to declare without any reservation those divine perfections of thine, by which perfections pervading these worlds thou abidest. How shall I ever, meditating, know thee, O thou of mystic powers? In what particular states mayst thou, O Holy One, be meditated upon by me? Do thou again, O Janardana, copiously declare thy mystic powers and perfections, for I am never sated with hearing nectar. The Holy One said, Well, unto thee I will declare my divine perfections, by means of the principal ones. O chief of the Gurus, there is no end to the extent of mine. I am the soul, O thou of curly hair, seated in the heart of every being. I am the beginning and the middle and the end of also of all beings. I am Vishnu among the Adityas, the resplendent sun among all luminous bodies. I am Marichi among the Maruts, and the moon among the constellations. I am the Samaveda among the Vedas. I am Vasava among the gods. I am the mind among the senses. I am the intellect in beings. I am Shankara among the Rudras, the Lord of treasures among the Yakshas and the Rakshas. I am Pavaka among the Vasus, and Meru among the peaked. Know me, O son of Britain, to be Burhaspati, the chief of household priests. I am Skananda among commanders of forces. I am ocean among receptacles of water. I am Prugu among the great brushes. I am the one indestructible among words. Of sacrifices, I am the Japa sacrifice. Of immobiles, I am the Himavat. I am the fig tree among all trees. I am Narada among the celestial rushes. I am Chitraratha among the Gandharvas, and the ascetic Kapila among ascetics crowned with yoga success. Know me to be Ujjayi Shravas among horses brought forth by nectar, and Airavata among princely elephants, and the king among men. Among weapons, I am the thunderbolt. Among cows, I am Kamatuk. I am Kanandaipa, the cause of reproduction. I am Vasuki among serpents. I am Ananta among Nagas. I am Varuna among okaric beings. I am Aryaman among the Pitras, and Yama among those that judge and punish. I am Prahalada among the Daityas, and time among things that count. I am the lion among the beasts, and Vinata sun among winged creatures. Of purifiers I am the wind. I am Rama among builders of weapons. I am the Makara among fishes, and I am Jahanavi among streams. Of created things I am the beginning and the end, and also the middle, O Arjuna. I am the knowledge of the Supreme Spirit among all kinds of knowledge, and the disputation among disputants. Among letters I am the letter A, and Dwananda among all compounds. I am also time eternal, and I am the ordainer with face turned on all sides. On every side, sorry. I am death that seizeth all, and the source of all that is to be. Among females I am fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, constancy, forgiveness. Of the Sama hymns, I am the Burhat Sama, Gayatri among meters. Of the months, I am Margashirsha. Of the seasons, that which is productive of flowers. I am the game of dice of them that cheat, and the splendor of those that are splendid. I am victory, I am exertion, I am the goodness of the good. I am Vasudeva among the Vaishnavis. I am Dhananjaya among the sons of Pandu. I am even Vyasa among the ascetics, and Ushanas among seers. I am the rod of those that chastise. I am the policy of those that seek victory. I am silence among things that are secret. I am the knowledge of those that are possessed of knowledge. That which is the seed of all things, I am that, O Arjuna. There is nothing, mobile or immobile, which can exist without me. There is no end, O chastiser of fools, of my divine perfections. This recital of the extent of perfections hath been uttered by me by way of instancing them. Whatever of exalted things, or glorious or strong, understand thou that everything is born of a portion of my energy. Or rather, what hast thou to do by knowing all this in detail, Lord Arjuna? Supporting this entire universe, but only a portion, I stand. Thank you very much. that's it. So I'm gonna chant pretty shortly. Maybe I'll have dinner or something and then I'll chant. Thank you. See you in probably like an hour, half an hour.